Hi guys, it's Holly. So today I wanted to talk to you about positivity and specifically about vegan positivity, because I think all of us are faced at some point or another with, negative comments, people being aggressive, demanding that you explain yourself, and even bullying, unfortunately. So I wanted to make a video talking about my experiences with that, and because I presume that it's exactly the same as what everybody else is going through. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts about it. So for me personally, it's not very often that I get negative comments, and when I do get them, they don't really bother me. You couldn't change my mind. Like, I know that I'm 100% happy and comfortable in how I feel about things, and you can't change my mind at all. It just kind of makes me think you're a dick. And that's the extent of it for me. But I know with other people that it can really bother you, it can affect you, and I think the saddest side effect would be if it made you question being vegan, if it made you think, well, maybe I won't bother anymore because this is hard work. And that is why I wanted to talk about it today. So for me, I think the kind of negativity thing is like a weird, unexpected side effect of going vegan. I really wasn't anticipating it, and I still think it's kind of strange that people give you a hard time when you're doing such a positive thing. I would like to point out as well that obviously I was not born vegan. I made the choice to become vegan because I was presented with information that made me literally overnight 180 change my opinion on what I was doing, what I was consuming, how I was living, and I decided to change my life in a way that is for the better. And not everybody is on the same page as me, and I completely respect that. I have also made the joke in the past, like before I went vegan, that joke that everybody's heard, how can you tell if somebody's vegan? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Oh, so funny. And in a way, it's still funny, I can still laugh about it. I can take a joke, but I think the unexpected part of it for me is the other side of it. And now, from my experience, I would say the joke is more, how can you tell if someone's vegan? Don't worry, because everybody else will tell you. It becomes an easy joke. It becomes like an easy way for people to single you out. People make a lot of assumptions about you without even really knowing what you're about. It's very easy to suddenly be like, every time anyone's ordering food is like, oh, Holly, you can't eat it. Oh, this. Everybody's suddenly worried about what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to get my protein from, all of this stuff. I do believe as well that people are entitled to their own opinion. Personally, if you eat meat, if you contribute to, factory farming and animals being used as products, all of that stuff, I personally think you are wrong. But I am not going to give you a hard time about it. I am not one of these people that goes around slapping burgers out of people's hands, giving people a hard time, because I don't think that aggressive way of getting your point across works. I have never in my life met anybody, like before I went vegan, I have never met a vegan that was aggressive about it and giving me a hard time, trying to make me feel guilty. It didn't change my opinion one bit. It just made me dig my heels in. It made me not want to pay attention to what that person was saying, because nobody likes to feel judged. Duh. Of course we don't. Nobody does. So because of that, I prefer to spread my message, spread the sort of information about veganism in positive ways. I think it's much better to post a picture or a video of something really delicious that you've eaten and post it up online with a recipe and people can see it. And then the thought process is like, oh, well, she's still eating tasty food. Like, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, normalizing it, making it not a scary thing to them. Because I think I can think back to when I wasn't vegan, and that was the stuff that put me off, was, am I going to have to live a smaller life, live a reduced life in some way? Like, I thought it would be more about cutting things out rather than welcoming things in. So at the more innocuous end of the scale, like a comment I will get a lot is something like, I saw a study that plants feel pain when you kill them, so like you're a plant killer, like how do you feel about that? Like, if you love cows so much, why are you eating their food? Like you just want cows to die, you're a cow killer, how do you feel about that? Obviously, like, these kind of comments are just kind of harmless, they're kind of dumb, but it does get boring really quickly having to answer the same questions again and again. Everybody who comes up with them thinks they are incredibly original and very funny, saying these funny comments, these thought-provoking comments. They're not thought-provoking, they're dumb. Educate yourselves about it. It doesn't make any sense. So another one that you get a lot is if you lived on a desert island and all there was to eat was a pig, would you kill the pig? Would you eat the pig? Which is like, oh, it's just, oh, it's so boring when you keep getting asked the same stupid question. Like, it's really thought-provoking. That they're going to trick you somehow, or they're gonna like make you falter, or they've outsmarted you. Like, it's dumb. I would always respond the other way. So let's imagine for a second that we lived on a planet where food and calories are abundant. Would you choose to murder animals just because they taste good? I guess we should start thinking about, like, why would somebody do it? Like, why would somebody give you a bunch of negativity for something that is such a positive, lovely thing that you're doing? And I personally think that a big reason why people will give you a hard time is because they know they're wrong. And they don't know it on any conscious level, but I think everybody knows they're wrong. Everybody knows that slaughterhouses are awful. Everybody knows that you know, we're killing the planet with like CO2 emissions. Everybody know, you know, every British person has read stories in the paper about dairy farmers being, you know, cut down and down and down on prices, and how it's harder and harder to make a living. Everybody knows these things, but everybody continues to consume animals and animal products like they are products. And I do think that that's where this comes from. I think everybody knows that it is wrong what they're doing, but it's, you're kind of willfully blind to it. You're not really questioning it. You haven't thought about it, because if you'd investigated it at all, you probably wouldn't be doing it anymore. So for me, I think that's it. It's kind of almost like a lack of information. We're all raised with kids' books, which are set on farms where we love the animals. You know, as British people, we're, you know, raised to think that we're all animal loving people. We love our cats and our dogs and everything. And if, you know, if we had puppy farms that were like slaughterhouses, people would be absolutely aghast. You know, we cast judgment on people in China because they eat dogs. We cast judgment on people in France because they eat horses, but it's completely fine to eat pigs and sheep and cows. I just said sheeps instead of sheep. Suggestions for what to do when you're faced with this, like any negativity, people giving you a hard time. I would say stay calm, don't rise to it. Generally, if somebody's being antagonistic in that way, they are not looking to have a conversation. If somebody's up for having a conversation about it, I will gladly have a conversation. I think it's really interesting to hear different people's point of views. Even if I don't agree with you, I would still like to hear your point of view, because I think having conversation, learning, you know, from other people, that's what promotes change, understanding each other. But if you are in a situation where somebody is just giving you a hard time and demanding that they give you an answer about something, I just don't think that's the time to have an argument with somebody, because they're already not in a position where that information is going to be coming in, because they're... So I'd love to hear other people's experiences of this. I mean, obviously so much of this is coming from my experience, what I think. I don't particularly find it hard to stay positive even when facing negativity, just because I know I'm doing the right thing, and I feel really good about it. So I hope this will inspire other people to feel positive, know that you're doing a good thing, and carry on spreading that message. If you have made it all the way through this video and you still don't know what I'm talking about in regards of information and stuff, I'm going to post some links below, and I hope you watch them. And if it inspires you to make a change, then that is awesome. Let me know. I would love to hear about it. That's it from me. I'll see you next time. Bye.